Manga-Waido.
My name is Aoyama Shiori. My husband and I got a divorce because he cheated on me, and I now live close to my parents' house. I started modeling for magazines targeted towards families with my daughter a few years ago, and sometimes even contribute to writing articles about raising children. But that wasn't enough to financially support my life, so I would find spare time and work at a part-time job. Using the money I got from the publishers, my part-time job, and the child support from my ex-husband, my daughter and I were able to survive fairly comfortably, but at the moment, due to a virus epidemic, business at my part-time job deteriorated. Hours were cut, and I was only able to clock in twice a week. I wanted my daughter to live without struggling and eventually want to support her to go to college. That's why I wanted to start putting money aside for her savings. I was looking for ways to make money and came across a job as a delivery staff that's been popular recently. The fact it would be a good workout to maintain my physical body and that I could work whenever was convenient and appealed to me. I quickly registered for it and tried it out, only to discover that I was able to make more money than I imagined. I worked hard during the hours that my daughter was at school, on the weekends, and the times when my parents took care of my daughter. I became a regular at some restaurants, and the small conversations I had with the workers there were a breather for me. I was having fun doing this job, but one day I ran into some trouble. I had just received a customer's order at a restaurant and was about to head out to make it the delivery when...
Oh, Shiori-san, are you a delivery worker?
I randomly caught sight of my mom friend Yumi, who came closer to talk to me. Yumi didn't like the fact that I modeled. One time, she brought over a magazine that I was in and said, "If someone like you can do this job, maybe I could be a model too." Just like that, she would say offensive things to me. I ran into someone that's a pain in the neck. I'm sorry, I have to make a delivery right now. I'm in a hurry, so I'll be leaving now. It was going to be trouble if she started talking to me, so I tried not to meet her eyes and quickly tried to leave the scene.
Hold on a minute. I was being nice and making conversation with you. You're always so busy like that. But you work as a model and a delivery woman? Why do you even need that much money? Aren't you rushing your life a little too much? Aren't you getting alimony and child support from your ex-husband?
Yeah.
I see. If you have a lot of money, you should treat me to some food. I was talking with the other moms, and we want to go to this new buffet. It's okay with you, right?
Just like this, her bullying was becoming a norm. But I couldn't leave my customer waiting. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of work, so I'm going now. I hopped on my bike and tried to leave. However...
Hey, hold on a minute. Are you going to ignore me? I'm not finished talking.
Yumi suddenly grabbed onto the back of the bicycle. I lost my balance from being pulled from behind so suddenly, and I fell to the ground with my bike. Ouch. Panicked, I looked at my bag and saw that the curry I was supposed to deliver had spilled all over the place. Oh no, what do I do? The curry.
What? It's not my fault. It's your fault for not listening to me.
Yumi probably thought that things were bad after seeing my pale face. Her earlier eagerness was gone, and she began to run off somewhere. I was going to explain what had happened to the customer and search for my phone, but I saw that it had fallen out of my pocket when it fell and smashed under the handle of my bike. I couldn't use the touchscreen because the entire screen was cracked. What should I do? Having no choice, I went back to the restaurant, paid for the same exact order with my own money, and quickly headed out to make the delivery. My elbows were injured from the fall and hurt, but I had no time to think about that. Thankfully, I had checked the location for the delivery beforehand, so I was able to get to the customer without my phone. I'm from Maba Eats. I'm so sorry for being late. I arrived sweaty at the office when a man glared at me and asked what in a harsh voice. A shiver went down my spine. He looks so scary. Is he perhaps... He looks like he's part of a gang.
You're so late! You made me wait for 2 hours!
Who do you think you are, huh?
I apologize. I caused you so much trouble because of my mistakes.
I need you to give me a satisfactory reason or my anger isn't gonna calm itself down. Or what? Is it the restaurant's fault? Should I give them a call and complain to them?
Well, the truth is, I wasn't very good at lying or deceiving people, and I didn't want to cause any trouble to the restaurant. I told the man the truth about what happened. So basically, I ran into someone I knew and she pushed me down with my bike, causing the curry to fall. I had to go back to the store and reorder the food one more time. It was my mistake for being so careless. I'm so sorry.
I see. Well then someone better pay for what happened.
The scary man cracked his knuckles noisily. Oh no, I'm going to get beaten up. I lost all the strength in my body and was about to fall to the floor, but the man didn't do anything to me. He quickly downed the curry and told me to follow him. Where are we going?
Obviously to that bothersome woman's place. You're the only one that knows her face. Do you know where she lives?
Yes. She's a mom that lives in my neighborhood. Excuse me? I was half pulled outside by this man. The man demanded to know where her address was, and because of how scared I was, I answered truthfully. They then said, "Miss, come follow us later on your bike. We'll be going out first," and drove off in an expensive-looking black car. I fearfully pedaled and arrived at Yumi's house. There, I was in awe of the scene that was unfolding.
We know that you were responsible for destroying our curry. Do you have any idea what you did? How are you gonna take responsibility for it, huh?
At the front door, I saw the men looking furious along with Yumi, who was pale and trembling with fear.
Hey, Shiori-san! What is this? What did you tell these people?
I just told them what you did to me.
Excuse me? I didn't do anything to you. You're the one that was late for the delivery. Stop making up stories.
Making up stories? This lady had an injury on her arm. Would she really fake that and tell a lie? Huh?
This lady delivered fried rice to me at a different office before. She was super quick then. If she wasn't bothered by someone like you, we could have eaten our curry earlier. Apologize!
Eventually, Yumi looked extremely pale, got down on her knees, and apologized. She was apologizing to the men at first, but when they yelled, "Hey, you're apologizing to the wrong person," she finally apologized to me as well. After that, the men said, "Ma'am, deliver for us another time, okay? And hey, you trash woman, don't ever pull something like you did today, you understand?" And left. My brain was short-circuiting from the unexpected turn of events, but before I knew it, my mom friends and the ladies in the neighborhood came over because they had heard the commotion. Everyone looked at me with eyes that obviously said, "What happened?" and give me all the details. All I did was truthfully answer their questions and say what had happened, but the story about the scary men coming to Yumi's house and that she was apologizing on her knees spread around quickly with extra exaggerated details. After that day, Yumi got stares and whispers every time she stepped foot from her house. Yumi's husband was self-employed and working in the distributive trades business, but as a result of the rumors, business began to drop. My mom friends who were neighbors with them told me that their fighting was never ending. I charged Yumi for the bike and phone that she broke, as well as medical fees for my injury. I wasn't sure if this was the reason for it, but by the next month, Yumi got a divorce and she was sent back to her parents' home.
It's all your fault! It's all your fault!
In the end, she came to my house and screamed outside my doors, but her husband immediately arrived and took her away. From what her husband told me later on, she had a very bad spending habit. She would take out her child's educational insurance and use it without permission, get into huge debt from gambling, and take out loans so that she could go to expensive salons.
Thanks to you, I was finally able to gather the guts to get a divorce. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about all the trouble Yumi caused you.
It was a weird feeling because I didn't know whether I should have been happy to hear that. Either way, I was paid the money I needed to be paid, And now that Yumi was gone, I was able to live a peaceful life. So I'm going to have to say that everything worked out in the end. According to rumors, Yumi's husband claimed that his business declined because of her and charged her with reputational damage fees. Even after going back to her parents' house, she works part-time jobs day and night. My friends tell me things like, I saw Yumi with messy hair and awful skin, or her husband got parental rights to their kids and she was in shock from losing the case. I did feel a little bit sorry for her, but as they say, what goes around comes back around. The consequences she got couldn't be helped. Alright then, as for me, I need to continue working hard for my daughter.